Hello and welcome back to the 11th episode of our series Learning SketchUp. In this video, we are going to cover some advanced tools and features. They are section cuts, import-export, 3D warehouse, and dynamic components. Let's begin. We are going to use section cut on this model here. This model I have downloaded from 3D warehouse. Section cuts help you temporarily cut the model and see inside. For section plane, just head to the tools and select section plane. Now this tool will activate, and as you hover over different faces in model, the section plane will change axis. We majorly use red, blue or green axis, but sometimes occasionally need to use pink axis, which will be parallel to another face. So for example, we need to create a floor plan view that is along blue axis. Click anywhere on the blue axis. You can also lock the axis with up arrow key. This pop-up will appear. Just name the plane. I'm going to name it Plan 1 and enter an abbreviation. Here I will add PL1. Click OK. Now a section cutout has been created. This also appears in Outliner. Now we need to specify its position. Activate the Move tool. Select the plane and move up or down till you get your desired position. I'm going to set it at this point. To toggle on and off the plane, all you have to do is double-click on the plane in the desired area, or just double-click on this icon here on the outliner. You can also hide this plane either by right-click and hide, or by clicking on eye icon. We can have as many section planes as we want, but can only have one active at a time. Let's create few more section cuts. Now one in this axis. Just activate the tool, click, name it and click OK. Adjust its position with Move tool. See, the previous cut turned gray. One more cut in this axis now. Repeat the procedure. So we can double click on each one to activate them. Now we'll just change the style of these sections so that they look more realistic. I'll show you how to do it in a plan. So just activate the blue axis cut and hide the other two. Go to the default tray and change the style. Now you choose any style which you think looks best for your plan. I'm going to choose the default styles and then hidden lines. This looks great. We can also edit the style, like if you want some different color fill or some different line color. You can also change the line width. I'm going to stick with a black color to make it look more realistic. Also, we have few different options available up here. There are various settings you can adjust accordingly. Now let's set the view. Right click on the toolbar, select views. Then enable top view. Now don't use orbit tool, otherwise top view will be ruined. Just use pan and zoom to fit it to the screen. Now place it at the center, then click on camera and select parallel projection. And see, your sectional plan is ready. Now let's export this. Go to the files, then hover over export, and you see we have few options here: 3D model, 2D graphic, section slice, and animation. Let's look at these one by one. First is 3D model. Just click and this will appear. Just select your file location, name your file, and select the extension of your file. Suppose I'm saving it in STL for my 3D printer. Depending on your need, choose your option and then click export. Second is a 2D graphic. All it is going to do is basically screenshot your current screen, but only the design area. Rest options are same. You just have to name your file, select the location, Choose your file extension and then click export. Third option is section slice. This is the option we need to export our plan. For this, your section cut should be active. We have ours active already. Just go to the files, export and section slice. Just name your file, select the location, explore some of the more options here, and then we look at our file in AutoCAD. You can see it's taken the section slice and put it into a 2D plan view. Last option is animation. Like in our previous episode, we have learned to make an animation between different scenes. Let's create a few here and then see the options. We can also adjust few more options here. For example, the resolution of your video, the frame size, etc. And then click export. And now you can view your animation. You can create beautiful animations with your model. Now for import. Again, go to the file and select import. Now at the bottom right is the drop down arrow for all the type of files you can import. You can see the list of files supported in SketchUp. I just tend to keep mine at all supported types so that I can import multiple types of files without changing it again and again. Choose any file at the location and import. We have imported a DWG file. It will be all grouped. Just explode and delete the unwanted items. But you'll see it won't have a face. Activate the pencil tool and start to make lines to make a face. When done with a face, just use push-pull tool to make walls, and hence that's how you can make a 3D model. Now let's have a look on 3D warehouse and dynamic components. 3D warehouse is a place where you get ready-made 3D models which have free access. Just go to the Windows and select 3D warehouse. It's really easy to use. Just type what you want and search for your model. Like if I want a chair, type in chair and search. There we got a lot of options. Choose whichever you like. I like this one. Just click once to have a look, and when you're happy with the model, just click on download. It's going to ask you if you want to load it directly into the model, so just click yes and then place it wherever you want. Now let me make a few changes in this. Now if I want my original model, just right click on the model, select 3D warehouse and click reload. It's going to automatically locate the model and you can download again. This way you can restore it. You can also scale this model if you want. Again, let's open the 3D warehouse. Search your model. Select one you like. Here you can see few options. Just select one. Now you can either like this, add to favorite and create a new folder. For example, I am making a folder under the name sofa and then add this to the folder. Also, you can make a new collection. Now go to the components in the default tray. Click this drop down arrow, select my collection, and you'll see your folders and saved models here. Just load them directly. Further, there is one more option called dynamic components. Dynamic components are very cool components with adjustable properties. Firstly, let's make sure the extension is enabled. Go to the Windows, then Extension Manager, and check the dynamic component is enabled. Let's have a look at some default dynamic components. Go to the default tray, expand components. Under this drop down arrow, select components. Go to the first option and here we have multiple options. Let's explore few options. Select this one. Click to place in the model. Then right click, go to the dynamic components and select component options. Here I can change the riser and the run, and you can see simultaneously these changes have been accommodated in the model. Let's explore some other option. Now I'm going to pick this picnic table, load this model, then go to the options and make some desirable changes. Click on apply and you can see these changes. Let's see one more component. Load this sofa and activate the stretch tool. Grab this point and stretch it. You can see it is not proportional, but when I click it, then it will adjust number of seats accordingly. We also have such components available in 3D warehouse. Let's have a look. There is a company called Nanawall. They make dynamic components for doors and windows. So they are on the home page. Just click on them. Now click and import one of these models. Just head to the options and you can see everything we can adjust. Firstly, we can open or close the panels. This is one of the coolest options of the component. Secondly, we can change the panel configuration. Suppose I want 6 panels in left and 1 in right. You can also change its width, color of the panels, and swing orientation inward or outward. So I know it's been a long video, but we really have come this far and only few episodes are left for the series. For any doubts, contact us on the given detail. Thank you for watching this video and now we'll see you in the next episode.